right, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Look at us. I am so impressed and proud of all of us.
I know.
Here. Great.
It's raining, all the stuff. All right, we're going to begin with Hine Matov, how good it is to be together on page 10. Please join with us. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, shevet achim gam yachad. shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, 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 shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, ya la 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 la. Hine matov, ya la 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 la. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
Yes. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. My name is David Eshel. I'm one of your rabbis here at Welsh Boulevard Temple on the Bima with
Cantor, Aliya, Stuart.
Yes. We have Susan Rosenstein on the keys, which is always so fabulous and wonderful. And before we continue, why don't we just turn to the people surrounding us, the people we know, the people we don't, and wish, a little Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. There it is. Got a wave. It's good. It's got a good wave. Got some people coming in. Shabbat Shalom. This is so fun. Come on in. Fabulous, wonderful, fantastic to see you. And also, I want to give a big shout out to those of us online today with an even extra special shout out to the congregants of Temple Kolami in Scottsdale, Arizona, where one of my besties is the rabbi there. He's one of my brothers from another mother, and he said that they'd all be watching tonight. So I was like, great, this is amazing. So hello to all of you. And a shout out to my mom, because she said she was going to watch today too. I know.
That's very sweet.
Hi, Mom. It's so nice. It's so nice. So, why don't we just jump right in? What do you think? Let's continue with little Shalom Aleichem on page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharit, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharit, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nil Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malachei Hamalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nil Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malachei Hamalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitem l'shalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon mi-melech, malachei amlachim hakadosh, baruch hu ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Beautiful. We're going to turn back now to page 2, and I want to invite up my new friend, Jennifer, to light our Shabbat candles. Is that right, Jennifer? You were telling me this is your first time back at what formerly University, now Wilshire, so it was like your first time to this location as Wilshire Boulevard Temple. So come on up to light our Shabbat candles. All right, we're going to continue now on page 20 as we welcome in the Sabbath bride with Lecha Dodi, and we will be singing verses
1, 5, and 9.
Ooh, inspired choice, Cantor.
Thank you.
Inspired choice.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat Kabbalat Lecha Dodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat Kabbalat Shamar v'sachor mini borechad Hishmi anu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad Leshem u'tiferet ve'litila Lecha Dodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat Kabbalat Lecha Dodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat Kabbalat. Verse 5. Hitareri kiva orech kumi ori Uri shidaberi kevod Adonai alayich nikla Lecha Dodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat Kabbalat Lecha Dodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat Kabbalat. We invite you to please rise if you're able and face the doorway as we welcome in the Sabbath bride. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam simcha בארץ עולם. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך תודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה, לך תודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Beautiful. Let's remain standing. We're going to continue now on page 28 with the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. On page 32 with Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadata. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachveinu uvkumeinu nasiach mechukecha v'nismach menivei toratecha uv'mitzvotecha le'olam ha'ed kichem hayenu ve'orech yameinu Yomam alayla Ve'havtacha al tasir Mimenu le'olamim Baruch ata Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Amo Israel. With that enduring love in our hearts, we continue with the Shema on page 34. Shema Yisrael Adonai Adonai Echad Baruch
Let's chant together Ve'ahavta. We're on page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בהם בשבתך בביתך ובמלאכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Let's continue now on page 40 as we continue with Mi Chamocha.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נעתר בקודש repeat נורא תהילות עושה פלא נורא תהילות עושה פלא מלכותך ראו עיניך בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים זה אלי אנו מאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד יללי יללי
Let's continue now on page 44 with Vishamru.
Mishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ברית עולם מני ובני ישראל אותי אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי Shabbat, Shabbat, vayinafash. B'ni uvei Israel, oti leolam. B'ni uvei Israel, oti leolam. Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם, ברית עולם.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, right?
That's deep, right? I was feeling it. I don't
I
think I've
felt-
ever heard that one before.
Oh, really?
I know Rick.
I know,
Rick
I
was
was like,
singing
thank
along.
you.
Man,
You-
Rick. Okay.
I'm going to tell you two things about it, and then we'll go on.
Please.
I was driving over here, and I was like, it was starting to rain, and it really spoke to me. I was like,
Yeah.
we got to do this tonight. It felt like a good rainy day,
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
like tune. And also, guess who wrote that?
Oh boy, that you put me. Susan?
Oh, no. I mean, she could have. Debbie Friedman.
Oh wow. Okay.
I
can
know, right?
appreciate that. Yeah. See, Debbie Friedman is not just about camping.
No,
That's like some
see, I
seriously
know.
deep, emotional
Just,
stuff.
oh, beautiful.
Thank you for that. Okay. Woo. Anyway, all right, let's jump back in. What do you say? Let's continue now. We're going to continue on page 46 with the Amidah, and we're going to do it a little bit differently tonight. We're going to open together with the first words, and then we'll invite us to take a silent Amidah where you can continue with the words of the page or the meditations, the thoughts of your heart. So I invite us to please rise. We're on page 46.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. continue on page 62, asking God to accept those meditations, those prayers that we just said to ourselves. Yul ratzon imrefi, Yul ratzon imrefi, v'gyon libi lefanecha, Adonai tzori v'goali. Oh, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable before you, oh Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. Oh, say shalom biroma, oh, say shalom aleinu, ve'el kol Yisrael, ve'imeru, ve'imeru,
We're going to take the time now to think about those in our lives who may be in need of healing, whether that's physical healing, mental healing, spiritual healing, emotional healing. Specifically today, we bring to mind from our congregation Cynthia Allen, Bonnie Chiswick, Chaim David, Dalia Bat Ferengi, Harvey Fine, Juliet Gottfried, Hannah Harar, Karina Wallen Harar, Cindy Jacobson, Julia Mishkanian, Chris Minto, Leonore Motley, Stephen Ricklin, Quincy Rose, Bob David Rudnick, Ansel Sloan, Shraga Stern, Lois Tartar, Deborah Wallen, Don Weiss, Phyllis Kramer-Wolf, Manochar Yehubian. If you are thinking of anyone today, I'm going to invite you to please rise and say those names either out loud or in your hearts as my eyes meet yours.
Mi sheberach avoteinu mikor bracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mikor bracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
So these last few months for all of us, in one form or another, have been about reunion. From the high holy days through today, we've all spent time with the people in our lives in some form or another. This week's Parsha, Parshat Vayigash, is about one of the most important and pivotal reunions of our people. It's about family healing after years of hurt. Joseph finally reveals himself to his brothers, and in that moment, something that was broken begins to mend. Tears flow, embrace replaces estrangement, hunger gives way to sustenance. But Vayigash does not end with a happily ever after. It ends with a move. Jacob and his sons leave the promised land and settle in Egypt, in the fertile land of Goshen. At first, it feels like a blessing. They're safe. They are welcomed. They are thriving. This is the Torah's first chapter of Jewish life outside our land, the first diaspora. And it begins not with fear, but with comfort. And that is precisely why the Torah wants us to notice it. Because we all know what comes next. A new Pharaoh arises who does not yet know Joseph. What once felt secure becomes dangerous. The Israelites are no longer seen as neighbors, but as outsiders. Their difference becomes a threat. Their success becomes a reason for fear. And for the first time in our history, Jews are persecuted simply for being Jewish. This is not just an ancient story, clearly. It is the pattern of Jewish history. From Egypt to Europe to North Africa to the Middle East, and again and again and again, Jews build lives, communities, and cultures only to discover how fragile acceptance can be. I remember Rabbi Leader right after October 7th said anyone who is surprised by anti-Semitism has not studied history. But Vayigash is not a parasha of despair. It's a parasha of honesty and hope. It teaches us that diaspora life can be beautiful and meaningful. We know that here at Wilshire Boulevard Temple. We live that every day in our sanctuary, our schools, our summer camps, and our community. And at the same time, the Torah insists that comfort alone is not the same as security. But here's what's different about our moment in Jewish history. For those first 2,000 years, the Jewish people are not only scattered across the world, we also have a sovereign home in our ancestral land. The existence of a strong, vibrant state of Israel does not end anti-Semitism, but it changes the Jewish future. It means the Jewish story is no longer only about survival. It is about responsibility, dignity, and possibility. Israel is not just a place on a map. It is a promise that Jewish life has a center, a reminder that exile is not the final word, a living answer to the vulnerability our ancestors felt in Goshen. So we end Vayigash with courage. We tell the truth about our history without fear. We hold fast to Jewish pride without apology, and we invest in Jewish life wherever we are. Here in Los Angeles, at our summer camps across the country, in Israel, in Arizona, and across the world. So may this Shabbat strengthen our resolve, deepen our hope, and remind us that we come from a people who have faced darkness before and chosen to always build with light. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So as we begin to conclude, just a few brief announcements. I'll do the announcements first. Okay, yes. There's so much going on at the temple. There is so please, please, please check your emails, check the website. There's so many different fabulous courses, studies, get-togethers. There's mahjong, apparently, which I just learned how to play, and I love it. Yes, I do. Right? Don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm all right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great. It's been fantastic. I also know there's canasta.
Oh my God.
I know. There's everything. There's cooking. There's food. I could go on and on and on, but nobody wants that. I am just going to suggest, make sure you read your emails, and please, please, please check the website. The calendar is absolutely full.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The Cantor and I would like to thank Susan Rosenstein on the keys. Always fabulous, always wonderful. And then following our service, we're going to just continue right up here with Kiddush and Motzi. And then afterwards, we'll all join out in the back for a little bit more of a nosh. I think there's something sweet. Maybe some chocolate chip challah, maybe. Though, there's been some other kind of fabulous challah recently. This like a cinnamon sugar has been out there. I know, right? I saw that. That's a good look. A cinnamon sugar. I mean, I'm not making any promises. I just know that in Shabbat past, we've had those. So
All right.
it'll be pretty
We'll have
good.
to wait and see.
Yeah, I have to wait and see. So other than that, what do we think?
I think we're good.
Okay. So why don't we'll turn to page 282 in the middle of the page, and we will rise for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
May be seated. So now we're going to take the opportunity to think about those in our lives who are no longer with us. A new tradition that we have here at Wilshire Boulevard Temple, I'm going to invite, if anybody is here, remembering someone who has died in the last 7 days, the last 30 days, the last 11 months, or you are here for a yortzeit, a memorial, I'll invite you to please rise and remain standing so we may support you. And then if you would like to, just to share a little bit about the person that you are remembering. So if you are here today remembering someone, I'll invite you to please rise, but you don't have to share it, but if you would like.
Albert Allen, my father, her grandfather. I will tell you a little bit about him. Well, I will say one thing. He and my mother were married by Rabbi Dubin, so they were members of the temple a very, very long time. And the thing I remember most about him, he was the most honest person that I knew, and a man of real integrity. And I miss him. We all miss him. Yeah.
Here, I'm coming. Yeah, exactly.
Ray Frida Brown, she was great. My mother.
Thank you. Would you like to share?
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Ronald Saul was my husband for 55 years. He was an outstanding father, an outstanding physician, neurologist. I loved him so much, and I miss him so much.
Thank you. Did I miss someone? Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry. Sheila, how did I forget you, dear? Never, Sheila, never. Thank you, Rick.
My father, Asher Mishkanian, I really miss him. But thank you. Asher Mishkanian, my father.
Thanks, Rick. We add to those names those who have died in the last 30 days from our community. Hal Dom, Florence Gordon, Jack Kreisman, Leo Brewer Loeninger, David Rand, Anthony Bank Ross, Joan Seidel, Stephen Schulman, and Henry Sobel. We also add to those names those in our community who have died in this season's past. Jack Edelstein, Don Adlin, Abram Adler, Bella Adler, Albert Allen, Sarah Cheiserberger, Lester Burns, Alexander Braun, Katarina Braun, Betty Broad, Rafreda Brown, Luis Brownwell, Seymour Cantor, Conrado Acvedo Cardenas, Rhoda Corna, Bobby Clare, Benjamin Codd, Neil Cohen, Robert Cohen, Sam Cohen, Ann Kuttrow, Morris Danziger, Arnold Dauber, Susan Desner, Carrie Dressler, Alone Elishar, Roger Eisen, Alan Epstein, Michael Raymond Faith, Nadav Issachar Farhi, Robert Farkas, Eve Feinberg, Jeffrey Feldman, Vivian Fern, Bernice Fisher, Marion Fishman, Elizabeth Flesh, Philip David Foreman, Flora Fox, Alan Frank, Betty Frankel, David Friedman, Ben Friedman, Barry Friedman, Marilyn Friedman, Nehotola Godzian, Santun Ghosh, Harry Gilbert, Guilford Glazer, Dave Golad, Phyllis Goldklang, Mary Gordon, Joel Greenberg, Dora Grossflam, Daryl Hirsch, Eugene Hirsch, Casey Horn, Betty Eisen, Marshall Jacobson, Stan Kaltman, Ann Kaplowitz, Anita Carl, Barbara Kessler, Esther Kessler, Mary Cole, Lenore Kramer, Florence Isabel Colwyn, Aaron Lask, Rosara Liebson, Charles Levinson, Shirley Hausner-Levin, Max Levine, Herman Levitt, William Lewis, Joseph Lipsky, Jack Lipson, Sally Lipscher, Oscar Lazobnik, Al Mandel, Edgar Marks, Frida Mayer, Edward Meltzer, Nathan Marin, Ruth Marin, Mark Aaron, Alan Michelle, Samuel Morgan, Don Nathanson, Samuel Newman, Alan Novick, George Pines, Hazel Quick, Boris Ratner, Rose Rowich, Lee Reinman, Gertrude Rose, Edith Rosenbaum, Dessa Ross, Marion Ruvelson, Nahid Saidfar Sabet, Ronald Saul, Irving Sidney Shulman, Beth Shapira, George Shuckman, Arnold Seidel, Leonard Schaefer, Bernice Sherman, Saul Skolnick, Nathan Smook, Michael Sokol, David Sprung, Louis Stern, Susan Turk, Estelle Wax, Lisa Walder, Ava Ruth Weisenberg, Bernard Williams, Rosalie Woldenberg, David Wolf, Joyce Wolf, Jerome Yaguda, Joshua Young, Murray Zachary, Joel Zucker. We also add to those names all of those who have died defending the United States of America. We add to those names all of those who have died defending the state of Israel. We add to those names all of those who were murdered on October 7th of 2023 and all the days subsequently. We add to those names all of those who have died from senseless acts of hatred and terror around the world. We also add to those names those who have no one left to say the mourner's Kaddish for them. And finally, if you are thinking of anyone else today, or if I have mispronounced a name that you know of, please say those names now in your hearts. And with that, I invite all of us to please rise in support of those of us thinking of someone today. We're on page 294, the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביום אחרון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמעל מיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לאלל מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחת ונחמת, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן.
Let's put our arms around one another if you're comfortable and join together in these closing words of peace. No say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Come on.
Come on over.
Everybody, come on. Why not? Why not? Thank you. Only if you want.
Maybe a little pressure.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava u'b'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehillah lemikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim ki banu v'chata ve'otanu kidasha mikol ha'amim v'shabbat קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים.
Oh, that's
Sweet.
good. That's good. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at that. So I'm calling an audible over here because so I was very impressed with the two of you. You walked in like after the Hina Matova whatnot, and you didn't sit in the back. You walked all the way up to the third row. Impressive. You two are going to be holding on. You hold on to this side. You hold on to this side. Two hands like the bar mitzvah kids do. Sure. Not yet, but when we say go,
say
you're
go.
going to both.
They're like, we got it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom.